That was close.
Hi, welcome to the channel. Today is 5/19/2020, and here's some of the stuff that's going on in the sporting world. So, last night, Furman announced that they were cutting baseball and lacrosse programs. That follows on the heels of also Central Michigan today canceling their track programs. Bowling Green canceled the other day, and that's only the Division Ones as of right now. A few D2s and smaller schools have canceled sports programs, so we'll see what happens going forward with some of those sports programs. Sad day for the kids and the coaches, and but it's a business decision and it's completely understandable. NFL, the owners have brought forth a proposal to incentivize teams to hire African American coaches and GMs. Um, it's an interesting concept. So they'll move up spots in the draft. If the team hires an African American coach, they will move up 6 spots in the third round. If they hire a GM, they will move up 10 spots. If they are retained after 1 year, their fourth round pick will move up 5 spots. If you have a minority assistant coach that becomes a coordinator, you will get a compensation pick in the fifth round. And if one of your coaches is hired as a head coach or a GM elsewhere, you get a compensation third round pick. That proposal is going to be a little bit interesting because it's going to cause some controversy between qualified versus diversity. It's it's a tough topic, but obviously there needs to be more diversity in the NFL as far as the coaching staffs and the management. And now we're going to move over to pro sports returning. Everybody's looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting to see how they go about it. If you look at NASCAR this past weekend with the race that they had with no fans, it's a kind of eerie a little bit, but I thought it went over really well. And if you kind of look at what the Bundesliga right now is doing in Germany and the KBO, the baseball in Korea, I love watching it. I'm glad sports are back on. So I think we're going to try and find a similar model to that with no fans. It's going to be interesting to see where their cost effectiveness is going to come because obviously with MLB coming back and the players in the and MLB fighting over pay, it's going to be interesting. They want the 50-50 split, the MLB does, and the players obviously do not want it. And that brings up, when are they going to start? So supposedly the rumor with Jeff Passan is that spring training, a modified version of it, will be in June with games starting in July. Now, what does that mean for the players? Are they going to be able to get ready in time? And are they even going to have a deal in place for payment on the season? Is it going to be prorated? Is it going to be 50-50? Also getting closer is college sports. Now, with the fall coming up and obviously missing spring practice with football, where is college football going to be? Because that's obviously the big money maker for these schools. They're saying if they're on campus, if students are on campus, then there will be sports played. Now, same thing with the MLB and the NFL and everything like that. If there's no fans and they're not making this money that they could be making with beer sales and food sales and ticket sales, like where is the money that they're making going? Is it through advertisements? Is it through creating like some sort of a subscription program? Do the season tickets get you all access to online watching it? What does that entail? But I guess, I mean, if the students are on campus, then they believe it's safe enough to do everything, and then they'll be able to go to the games in person anyways. And going back to the NFL now, another pretty cool thing coming out is that they're going to create new face masks or face shields that are actually going to have the N95 filter. So I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. And moving over to college basketball, we have former Grand Canyon coach Dan Marley suing his former school because they kept using his name and likeness for advertisements and even on their website for weeks after he was fired. And this weekend, we have some more PGA Tour golf. Tiger versus Phil, round 2. This time it'll be Woods and Peyton Manning facing Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. All in on this. Can't wait to watch this. It's going to be a lot of fun just to hear them smack talk again. Wish it'd be on something like HBO where there was no censorship or anything like that or any delays where they can kind of just say whatever they want to. That would be very entertaining. And this takes me to my last point of the day, the last little tidbit, and that's the MLB draft. I got a chance to play professional baseball for a little bit. I got to play 7 years. It's something that is very, very big for a college baseball player is the draft and, the hopes and the dreams of getting to play at the next level. And with it only being 5 rounds this year, it's going to cause Uh, it's tough. It's going to be interesting to see how they go about it. With only 5 rounds, and then any pick after the 5th round is pretty much going to be a free agent sign that you can only do a maximum of $20,000. Where does that leave a lot of these guys? I mean, there's a lot of guys already in the transfer portal, guys coming back. Where does that put these players that, there's going to be, if there's 30 picks in the first round for 5 rounds, you're looking at 150 picks. That's not including compensation picks in the first round and stuff like that. Where does that leave all these players that want to keep playing? Do they go back? What if they have no more school? It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I have faith in the MLB to make this right, but it's going to be a tough decision to make, and I know there's a lot of good players that can be drafted this year that will not because of there only being 5 rounds. But what this has done is it has created a precedent for a change in the draft that was already changing. Over the years they've been dropping rounds. Making the pool bonuses, certain amount of slot bonus between the 1st and 10th round. You can't go over that amount of money. Where's that going to put this going forward for the 2021 draft and even after that? But that's all I have for today, so please like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Thanks for watching.
Mark the target. Go.
Is that underneath? I just downed one.
Here.
Roger. Enemy UAV overhead.
He's reviving.
I just downed one. Down another.
There's 6 on.
Fuck! Landing explosive.
Down. Full squad eliminated.
Anybody need anything from this buy station?
Nope. I'm good right now. I'm gonna go get some of their ammo.
How many do you see any? I got nothing.
I just downed a guy out of plane.
You want to push them?
I mean, we got to. We're in zone.
Guy flying. What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, we gotta go there. Oh, I'd say go left side.
Moving.
What is that above us?
I think a leftover precision airstrike. I'm not really.
Yeah, it's glitching out.
Okay. Okay, should I call him with the UAV?
Yeah. There's left and hold.
Friendly UAV overhead.
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Where's that at? To our left? They dropped out of the helicopter?
Gas is close. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Separated. You're on your.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning to
Is
resupply.
in this house right here? On me?
There's another one working their way around.
Right.
Your teammates in the gulag site and you return to the front line. If you lose, you're done here. Taking charge. Sort them out.
Oh, I ran out of ammo. On me.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to push those guys.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh my god. You just forced me. How safe?
You'll survive. I got you.
Hold it.
Yeah, they're getting pushed.
You see them? They should be right below you.
They're on the statue with them.
I just
broke shield. Downed one. Down one on the backside.
Bend here if you need equipment.
Been on that mark. Okay, there we go. That's all team. Mind that. Underneath. Down. Complete wipe.